Have you ever wondered which country has the smartest, most educated, and most academically advanced people in the world? Is it the tech-savvy classrooms of Japan, the research-driven universities of Canada, or maybe the rigorous discipline of South Korea? Well, today we're diving deep into the 10 most educated countries on the planet, breaking down literacy rates, college graduates, student performance on international tests, and even what their governments are doing to make their education systems even better. But before we get started, I want to hear from you in the comments. If you had the chance to study in any country in the world, where would it be? Drop your answer below, and let's get the discussion going. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update. All right, are you ready? Let's jump in and find out which countries are truly leading the world in education. We start with Canada stands at the forefront of global education, with 56.27% of its population aged 25 to 64 having completed tertiary education. His impressive figure reflects the country's robust educational infrastructure and commitment to higher learning. The literacy rate in Canada is nearly 100%, underscoring the effectiveness of its primary and secondary education systems. Each year, Canadian institutions enroll a significant number of students, both domestic and international, contributing to a diverse academic environment. In international assessments like the Program for International Student Assessment, Canadian students consistently perform above the OECD average, particularly in reading and science. The majority of Canadian students attend public schools, with a smaller percentage enrolled in private institutions. The Canadian government continues to invest in education by increasing funding for public schools, supporting teacher development programs, and enhancing access to higher education through scholarships and grants. In the land of the rising sun, Japan, education is deeply intertwined with the values of discipline, respect, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Japan's education system is renowned for its discipline and effectiveness, with a literacy rate of almost 100%. Approximately 64.63% of the population has completed tertiary education, reflecting the country's emphasis on higher learning. Each year, Japanese institutions educate a vast number of students, maintaining high standards across all levels of education. In PISA assessments, Japanese students consistently achieve high scores, particularly in science and mathematics. The majority of students attend public schools, with a smaller proportion in private institutions. The Japanese government is focusing on fostering creativity and critical thinking in education, moving away from traditional rote learning methods. Steeped in history and renowned for its academic heritage, the United Kingdom has long been a global center of learning. The United Kingdom boasts a tertiary education attainment rate of 57.47%, reflecting its strong emphasis on higher education. The country's literacy rate is nearly 100%, indicative of its effective education system. Each year, UK institutions educate millions of students, both domestic and international, contributing to a diverse academic environment. In PISA assessments, UK students perform above the OECD average, particularly in reading and science. The education system comprises both public and private institutions, with a higher enrollment in public schools. The UK government is focusing on improving vocational education and increasing access to higher education through financial support. Nestled amidst the pristine lakes and forests of Scandinavia, Finland stands as a shining beacon of educational excellence. Finland is renowned for its world-class education system, with 45.88% of its population having completed tertiary education. The country boasts a nearly 100% literacy rate, emphasizing its strong foundation in reading and critical thinking from an early age. Each year, Finland educates a large number of students, with a focus on equal access to quality education. In PISA assessments, Finnish students consistently rank among the top in reading, mathematics, and science, outperforming many OECD countries. Unlike many other nations, almost all students attend public schools, as the Finnish government provides free, high-quality education for all. To continue improving its education system, Finland is investing in teacher training, digital learning tools, and student well-being programs, ensuring that education remains innovative and accessible for future generations. In the heart of Europe lies Luxembourg, a small yet influential country renowned for its high standard of living and robust educational system. Luxembourg has a tertiary education attainment rate of 63.12%, reflecting its strong emphasis on higher education. The country's literacy rate is nearly 100%, indicative of its effective education system. Each year, Luxembourg educates a significant number of students, with a focus on multilingualism and international perspectives. In international assessments, Luxembourg students perform well, particularly in reading literacy. The education system comprises both public and private institutions, with a higher enrollment in public schools. The government is investing in digital education and personalized learning approaches to further enhance educational outcomes. Wow, these education stats are insane! But now, I want to hear your thoughts. Which country on this list has surprised you the most so far? Do you think your country should have made the cut? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, what other topics do you want to see covered next? Maybe a deep dive into the best universities in the world, or a breakdown of how different countries teach math and science. Your feedback helps shape this channel, so drop your ideas. And of course, if you're enjoying this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more awesome content like this. Let's keep going! Known for its picturesque canals, vibrant cities, and commitment to social well-being, the Netherlands also boasts an exceptional education system that prioritizes balance and student satisfaction. The Netherlands has a tertiary education attainment rate of 55.60%, reflecting its commitment to higher education. The country's literacy rate is high, indicative of its effective education system. Annually, Dutch institutions educate a substantial number of students, with a strong emphasis on research and innovation. In PISA assessments, Dutch students perform above the OECD average, particularly in mathematics. The education system comprises both public and private institutions, with a higher enrollment in public schools. From the breathtaking cliffs of Moher to the lush countryside, Ireland offers a rich and inviting environment for students from all over the world. Ireland's education system is among the best globally, with 62.88% of its population having completed tertiary education. The literacy rate in Ireland is high, reflecting the country's commitment to quality education. Annually, Irish institutions educate a substantial number of students, with a strong focus on research and innovation. In PISA assessments, Irish students perform above the OECD average, particularly in reading. The majority of students attend public schools, with a smaller percentage in private institutions. The Irish government is implementing policies to enhance STEM education and promote inclusive learning environments. Fueled by a fierce spirit of competition and an unwavering belief in the transformative power of education, South Korea has emerged as a global leader in academic achievement. South Korea boasts a tertiary education attainment rate of 69.29%, the highest among OECD countries. The nation's literacy rate is nearly 100%, reflecting its rigorous education system. Annually, South Korea educates millions of students, with a strong emphasis on STEM fields. In PISA assessments, South Korean students excel, particularly in mathematics, where they rank among the top performers globally. The education system is predominantly public, with a significant number of students also attending private after-school academies known as hagwons. To further enhance education, the South Korean government is implementing policies to reduce student stress, promote creativity, and decrease reliance on rote memorization. In the heart of Europe, Russia stands as a powerhouse of both industrial might and intellectual prowess. Russia holds a tertiary education attainment rate of 62.09%, reflecting its strong tradition in higher education. The country's literacy rate is nearly 100%, indicative of its effective education system. Each year, Russian institutions educate millions of students, with a strong emphasis on science and engineering disciplines. In international assessments, Russian students perform well, particularly in mathematics. The education system is predominantly public, with a smaller proportion of students attending private schools. The Russian government is focusing on modernizing educational infrastructure and curricula to align with global standards. Home to some of the region's most prestigious universities and research institutions, Lithuania has long been at the forefront of innovation and discovery. Lithuania has a tertiary education attainment rate of 57.48%, reflecting its commitment to higher education. The country's literacy rate is high, indicative of its effective education system. Annually, Lithuanian institutions educate a significant number of students, with a focus on fostering critical thinking and innovation. In international assessments, Lithuanian students perform above the OECD average, particularly in reading literacy. The education system comprises both public and private institutions, with a higher enrollment in public schools. The government is investing in teacher training and digital resources to further enhance educational outcomes. And there you have it, the 10 most educated countries in the world. Some of these nations are absolutely crushing it when it comes to literacy rates, college graduates, and international test scores. But now, I want to hear from you. Which country impressed you the most? Do you think your country deserves a spot on this list? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into global education, don't stop here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell because we've got even more amazing content coming your way. From the best universities in the world to the craziest school systems you've never heard of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious, stay learning.